The Orlando Magic are currently 5-4 on the season, sitting atop the Southeast Division. I mean, since when have the Magic been atop any division right now?
Since when have the Magic been 500? When? A long time ago.
Yeah, if the
When
playoffs
we
were to
really,
start right now, they'd be in the top six. That's
can
how
you
serious it
imagine?
is right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that game against the Bucks, game number 9 though. Game number 9 against the Milwaukee Bucks. If that Magic shows up every time they touch the floor, then they're gonna remain top 6. If that Magic team shows up, because they was balling. I said, "Oh, see that
Yes.
right there, right there." Oh, it was a really good game, and from that game, I said, "Now, whatever that is, they need to show up every time they touch the court." That right there, it was really good. So yeah, the Magic is doing it this season. I mean, I don't know how much longer they'll stay at the top 6, but it's nice to see them there right now.
It really is. And you know what? Defense has carried them to the top six. I mean, it's top notch. It's top notch. They held the Bucks to one of their lowest scoring games. I mean, it's proven they can lock down on defense. You can't do nothing about it. They're gonna play with energy and effort, and they've taken on the whole personality of Coach Mosley. They have.
Yeah. And you know what though? They're ranked number 3 in defensive ratings. They're number 3 in the league.
Hmm.
And I believe that's part of their identity. Like I say, if you're not gonna do nothing, if we're not gonna do nothing else, we're gonna give you some defense. And they doing that. Oh my goodness. 3rd in the league right now as we speak. I know you guys, I know it's only 9, 10 games in. And by the time you see this, it may be 11. At the end of the day, it is still early in the season, and I get that. But what we're seeing from the Orlando Magic is what we have not seen at all. Matter of fact, the Orlando Magic was 1-9 last season at the top
Yes.
of the season. 1-9, and now they're 5-4. You can't tell me it's like almost a 180-degree turnaround in what their performance is season over season. And that's what you want to see. You want to see the progression. When will you move forward? And they've done that. So whether it remains to be seen if they'll stay in the top 6. But right now, they're doing it. And if they can keep that, I don't see why they wouldn't remain in the top 6, especially the Milwaukee Bucks can get it together.
Exactly. But
Hmm.
you know what's interesting though? Coach Mosley was interviewed and he said he told the team it's not when you play, it's how we play. I said, "Oh, yeah, plug and play. This is our system. This is our identity. You may get out there, hey, I may throw you in the starting lineup. You may be six man off the bench, but that's how you keep everyone ready and locked in." Yep.
Right. Wow. I'm telling you right now, they should be very pleased with what they're producing right now in the season. And I hope that they keep it going. I love the fact that there are new teams that we are talking about that are actually emerging in the season. I am happy about that. So that's good. Yeah. Now I
Yeah.
need the national sports media to get on board. I need for them to do that because the Orlando Magic is one. Houston Rockets is another one. If y'all don't start talking about OKC, I know something. Don't do that. Okay, so yeah, so Orlando Magic is one of those teams, sleeper teams that we've forgotten about. But if you've watched their games as of late, you would be remiss not to say at least raise an eyebrow and say, "Oh, what, what's going on?" Yeah, because one of your faves may not be in the top 6 by the end of the season, right?
Yep, that's a true statement. Now let's talk about these injuries that have kind of plagued them a little bit. We're
Yeah,
looking at Markel Fultz out with a knee, Gary Harris, out with the groin. Wendell Carter Jr.
that's
might
the
be out a
one
pretty long time. Yeah,
with
I
that broken
really miss seeing
with
him down
his
in the paint.
left hand, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one. I think that is the one that is. Don't get me wrong, Michael Fultz and Gary Harris, yes, but that center position in Carter, I think that's one of the ones that they really wish they had right now
Oh, yeah.
because he was dominant before the injury. So yeah,
Yeah, but their depth though has
yeah,
carried them though. You
yeah.
can't be mad because with Fultz out, Cole Anthony like, "What's up? Let's throw me in, coach."
Hmm,
So
hmm.
yeah, and I really like Mo Wagner addition. Now he's pretty deep in the depth chart in terms
Yes,
of his brother Franz, but Mo can give it to you. In fact, him and Franz they teamed up. What they scored like 43 points or something in that in that defeat of the Milwaukee Bucks. So yeah, I
yeah.
really like Mo Wagner and Franz Wagner together.
Yeah, I like that. Again, I don't want a recency bias to
Yeah.
mess me up, right? Because some of the things that they struggle with in the last season, a little bit of it has carried over to this season. And one of the things that I really hope that they fine tune, figure out a way to stop is clutch time wins. Like I want them to close out the games. Now
Mhm.
I know I'm the last game, number 9, the Milwaukee Bucks was a great closeout, but I want them to do that with the Hawks. That one in Mexico City, I was kind of like, y'all, what happened? You
Yeah.
know, when you're in this situation, you just and they can't seem to rally together, and then all of a sudden they go into ISO ball. No, I don't need y'all to do none of that. So whatever they bottled up and was able to produce in game number 9 against the Bucks, that is what I want to see the Magic do moving forward. I don't want them to now not be able to close out tough games, not be able to close out when you are in the lead at some point. The Orlando Magic is usually in the lead in the fourth quarter during clutch situations that they can't close out so far this season. So for
Mm.
them to be able to, not have that be another reason why they can't continue to thrive this season, be a top contender to find themselves in the play-in tournament or the playoffs. I don't want clutch situations to be their Achilles heel, if you will. So hopefully they'll fix that.
Yeah, yeah, because if you think about it, when they played the Lakers earlier in the season, think it was like second or third game or whatever,
Mhm.
it came down to those clutch
Yeah.
moments. And they could have won, but they
Yes.
lost in the LA two-step. And then they went to the
Yep.
Clippers and they lost as
Mhm.
well. So
Yeah.
that's something to look at as we, watch them for the rest of the season
Yeah.
and into the
Exactly.
playoffs.
Mhm. Another
Uh-huh.
song. Right. Right. Yeah. You know what? One of my favorite players on the Orlando Magic right now is Jalen Suggs. Oh, when I tell you he will give his body over for a play, I like his hustle. I mean, deep. You need for me to die for this ball, I'm going to do that. You need for me to, get this defensive stop, I'm going to do that. Oh, you need for me to pull up real quick, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do more. I just like when I see him on the floor. I love when he brings his energy. It's just contagious. Yeah, I think he's one of my favorite players right now on the Orlando Magic.
It's good to see because, he was injured a lot,
I
and he
know.
came with high regard coming
I
out of
know.
college. And I was
I
like,
know.
this is not looking good. But now to see him,
Mhm.
everything come to fruition for him is awesome.
Yeah, I love it. And then in that game against the Bucks, I said, "Oh my gosh, he is in his bag."
Ooh.
I loved it. I loved it. Another thing that I would like for them to really improve in is their 3-point shooting. Now, Joe Ingles, sir, they brought you over to help with that. Now I'm gonna need for you to figure out if you need to dig deep into your jazz bag. I'm gonna need for you to do that and bring that
Ah.
over there to Orlando Magic. They need for you to be consistent at the 3 ball because they really do. I mean, if you want the math to math in this NBA, today's NBA, somebody got to be constant on the 3. And right now
Ye-
they're ranked, the Orlando Magic as a whole, they're ranked at the bottom of the league in 3-point percentages. So yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
If that's all you can give Joe Ingles, you got to do
you
that at
gotta do
minimum,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, so let's take a look at the next 5 games for the Orlando Magic. I see them going on a road trip, right? They got to play the Nets. They play Chicago twice, Indiana, and then they come home for the Toronto Raptors. Ooh, how would they fare on this trip?
You know what? I think they're going to end up with 3-2. Win 3, lose 2. That's what I have. What you got?
Yeah, same here, 3-2. I have them actually losing to the Brooklyn Nets and the Indiana Pacers. I mean,
Me too.
golly.
Those are
Yeah.
my yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The Pacers too. I mean, that Buddy Hield. Once the Pacers get the 3 ball going, I just don't know. That's one of my concerns with the Orlando Magic. Will they be able to match um, 3-point shooting with the Indiana Pacers in
Hmm.
particular? Because Buddy Hield, ooh wee, and Miles Turner.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tyrese Halliburton back there.
yeah, the, yeah. So again, I would love to. I can't wait to see what that game looks like and how Magic matches up with the Indiana Pacers. But I have them losing to the Indiana Pacers as well, and I also have them losing to the Brooklyn Nets. I have them beating the Bulls twice.
Oh,
You
come
know,
on. Yeah.
you should. And
Mm.
Toronto, what we looking at with Toronto Raptors? I don't know. Maybe they may be fatigued, and because they just got home from this 4-game road trip. Maybe the Toronto Raptors can slip one in. I hope they don't, but yeah, I have them beating the Toronto Raptors as well. Yeah.
Yeah, same here.